Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to draft and cut this underbust corset dress. So this dress was inspired by IC. I decided to recreate my using Ankara fabric and crepe as you can see. However, I'm going to be showing you guys the material she used. So if you want to make use of it, you can use it. As you can see, I'm not done sewing the dress yet. This is just the front part and you can see how neat it is, and this is the back part. So without talking too much, let me show you how to draft and cut it. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of this corset dress. So I'm going to be making use of Ankara fabric as you can see, and I'm also going to be making use of Duchess, okay, for the upper part of the design. So you can make use of any material of your choice. So I'm going to be showing you guys the type of material I say use on her own. I have the material, but I'm not going to be using it. So these are the materials. This particular one is called a chantilly lace. So I have it in white color. Then you're going to be needing a skin lining. They call this a skin lining. So as you can see, I have the complete material. When you open your chantilly lace on it, you can see it will bring out the exact design. Then you're also going to be needing a crepe material or whatever material you want to use at the top. Just make sure the color of the lace and the material matches, like they are the same. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to draft the upper part of this dress. I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across my pattern paper. This line is going to be serving as the shoulder line. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark my bust point, which is 10 inches. Then I'll go ahead and mark my under bust, which is 14 inches. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my front half length. Now, there's difference between a front half length and the back half length. I already have a well detailed tutorial on how to take a corset measurement. So in case you have not watched it, I'm going to be leaving the link at the description section. Click on it to watch. So once I'm done marking my front half length, which is 16 inches, I will go ahead and mark the full length of this top. So I'm going to be making use of 25 inches. I will mark it. Then I will come to this other side. I will repeat all the measurements here. So once I'm done repeating it, I will go ahead and connect all the points together, just like as you can see me doing. Once I'm done connecting all the points together, I will go ahead and label it bust point, under bust, waistline, and hip line. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark the wideness of my neckline. I will mark 3 inches. Then for the depth, I will just go ahead and mark round neckline first. I will mark 3 inches. Then I'll go ahead and use broken line to connect the points together. Please take note, I'm not going to be using this round neckline. So I will place my tape on the shoulder. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. So I will place my tape on that point where I just mark. I will come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then I will connect it onto the width of the neck like this. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my chest line. Now, there are two methods you can use to achieve this. The first method is to go ahead and divide your bust measurement by 6. Whatever you get, add 1.5 inches to it. Then place your tape on the shoulder slope line and mark it. While the second method is to take your round armhole measurement, then divide it by 2. So for me, I'm going to be using the second method. My round armhole measurement divided by 2 is 9 inches. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 9 inches. So I will also come to the front here. I will mark 9 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. So I will label it chest line. I will place my tape on the chest line like this. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it onto the shoulder slope like this. So as I'm done connecting it, I will place my tape like this on it. I will fold it into two to get the midpoint. I will mark it. So I will place my tape on that point where I mark. I will mark in 0.5 inches inward. Then I will place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust by 4. I will mark it. Then I'll go ahead and connect my armhole like this. I will just go ahead and remark the shoulder slope. So I will place my tape on the bust point line like this. I will mark half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4.025. I will mark it. I will also mark it on the waistline. Then I will mark it on the hip line. I will go ahead and connect the points together. I'm going to be leaving a picture on the screen on how to take your nipple to nipple measurement. Then I will place my tape on the shoulder slope line like this. I will fold it into two just to get the midpoint. So after folding it, I will mark it. Then I'll go ahead and connect a slant line from the shoulder slope to the bust point line like this. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take my dart. To take my dart, I will place my tip on the under bust line. Please take note, under bust line. I will mark 1 inch to the center front and 1 inch to the side front. I will also come to the hip line. I will mark 1 inch on both sides like this. So if your bust is small, go ahead and make use of 0.75 inches or 0.5 inches. This depends on how big your bust is. So I will place my tape on the bust point line. I will come down by 1 inch. After marking 1 inch, I will go ahead and connect a curve line from that 1 inch to the under bust line like this. Then I also connect it on the other side. Then I'll go ahead and mark a straight line from the under bust line to the hip line on both sides. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and blend this part in, okay, so that it will not be sharp. Then I will go ahead and extend this line to the bust point line like this. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my V-neck line. So to do that, I'll go ahead and determine where I want the V-neck line to stop. So for me, I'm going to maintain the chest line. So if you feel like the chest line is going to be too deep, you can go up by 1/2 inch or 1 inch, depending on what you want. So I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the neck width to the chest line. That is going to be the depth of my neckline. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my side dart. To mark your side dart, you are going to minus your back half length from your front half length. My front half length is 16 inches and my back half length is 14 inches. 16 minus 14 is 2. I will place my tape on the bust point line like this. I will mark 2 inches downward. I will mark a slant line from this point here to the 2 inches line. Just mark it at, okay. Then I will just go ahead and make the bust point line more visible by using my marker to mark it like this. So I'm going to be cutting out this part. If you don't understand what I just said, watch what I did, you are going to understand. So I will cut through the side dart like this to the bust point line. Then I will also go ahead and cut the shoulder line like this. Make sure you do not cut out everything, just stop it at the bust point line. Then I'll go ahead and use this down part to close the side darts like this. If you have a seal tape, use it to seal it down. So for me, I'm just going to use pin to pin it like this. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to add all my body measurements. Remember, I've already gone ahead to divide my bust measurement divided by 4 before, and I marked it on the chest line. So I will measure what I have there, the opening around there. So what I have there is 0.5 inches. I will also mark it on the chest line. Then I'll go ahead and extend a line to that 0.5 inches I just marked. Then I will divide my waist measurement by 4. I will mark it. I will also go ahead and measure the darts I took. I will replace it as well, which is 2 inches. Then I will do the same thing for the hip line. I will divide my hip measurement by 4. I will mark it on the hip line. I will also go ahead and replace the dart I took. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to connect all the points together. So after I was done placing my French curve from the chest line to the waistline, I realized that the shape was not shaping, like it looks shapeless. That is because of the 2 inches I added for the dart. If not, it would have been perfect. So I will reposition my French curve like this, okay, just to give it a nice shape around this part. So after connecting from the chest line to the waistline, I will connect from the hip line to the waistline. Then I will blend in this sharp edge. So I will place my tape on the chest line. I will add 1.5 inches for journey allowance. I will do the same thing for the waist and the hip line. Then I'll go ahead and connect all the points together like this. I'll just go ahead and extend this line here. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to tighten my shoulder line. To tighten it, I will mark 0.25 inches inward like this on both sides. After marking it, I will mark a slant line from that point downward like this. I will do the same thing for the other side. Then I'll just mark out this part because I'm going to be cutting it out. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to create the curve for the cup. To do that, I will place my tape on the chest line. I will mark 2.5 inches downward like this, 2.5 inches. Then I'll place my French curve from the under bust. I will connect it to that 2.5 inches. Then I will go ahead and connect it like this. Then I will also go ahead and connect the other side from the under bust to the bust point line like this. Just make sure it stop at the bust point line. So I actually went ahead to connect it before and I made a mistake. So I'm just going to mark it out. This is not important. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the curve shape we have around the down part of the top. So guys, they have seized the light, so we are just going to manage it like that. I will place my tape on the hip line at the side. I will mark 3 inches upward, so you can make use of 2.5 inches if you want. So for me, I marked 3 inches. Then I'll go ahead and close the dot like this. Can you see what I'm doing? So after closing the dot, I will place my tape on the hip line like this. I will mark in 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. If you know you are on a smaller size, mark 2 inches or 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and use my French curve to mark a curve line. Can you see how I am placing my French curve? I'll just mark a curve line from that 3 inches to that 2.5 inches I mark. Then I'll go ahead and reposition my French curve like this on it again to mark that curve around the front part. Okay, we just want it to be good, even if it's not perfect. At least it should be good. So just blend it in like this. Can you see what I did? Then I'll just go ahead and open it up. So I'm going to be retightening the waistline. To do that, I will place my tape on the waistline. I will mark half inch inward like this. So if I mark half inch inward, that means I'm going to be removing 2 inches in total from the waistline, because half inch on both sides is going to give me 1 inch, then half inch on both sides of the back is going to give me 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the bust point line to the waistline. Then I'll go ahead and reconnect from the waistline to the hip line. So I'll just blend in this sharp edge like this. I'm going to be cutting out this part. So I'll go ahead and cut out everything like this. Please just pay attention and see the parts I'm cutting out. And if you know this tutorial has been helpful so far, please go ahead and like it and comment on it. This really helped my algorithm a lot. Also share it on your platform or with your friends and your loved ones. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified. So guys, I'm done cutting it out. So for the down part, I'm going to be pinning it together. I'm going to be cutting it as one piece and not as two pieces. If you have a seal tape, use it to seal it down. So for me, I don't have a seal tape, but I'm going to be cutting it as one piece. So I'll go ahead and label it 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to draft the back part of this dress. As you can see, I've gone ahead to mark out all my horizontal lines. So this line here is the shoulder line. This other line is the chest line, which I've already showed you guys how to get. While this other line here is the half length for the back, which is 40 inches. So I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark the wideness of the neckline, which is 3 inches. Then for the depth, I will mark 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together. I will go ahead and mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From there, I will come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then I'll place my tape on the chest line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I will go ahead and connect the shoulder slope like this onto the width of the neckline. Then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line to the chest line. I will place my tape on this armhole line. I will fold my tape into two just to get the midpoint. I will mark it. Then I'll go ahead and mark in half inch, just like as I did for the front, though I'm going to be reconnecting this armhole both for the front and the back again, but just go ahead and mark it like that. So I will place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust by 4. I will mark it. Then I'll go ahead and connect the armhole and I will remark the shoulder slope. So I will place my tape on the waistline. I will divide my waist measurement by 4, which is 8.5 inches. I will mark it. So for the back part of this dress, I'm not going to be adding that. Do you guys get? I'm just going to be sewing it like that. Then I'll go ahead and connect from the chest line to the waistline. Then I will add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance, just like as I did for the front. I will go ahead and connect all the lines together. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to place the front part to the back. The waistline of the front is going to be on the waistline of the back like this. Okay, this is to get the length or the full length of the back. Just make sure the half length line of the front is on the half length line of the back. So I'm going to be placing the two fronts like this. I don't have a seal tape. I would have sealed it together, so that is why I'm just pinning it on it. I want the shape of the front and the back to be the same. That is why I wanted to pin in the front pattern paper. So I will just go ahead and mark out all the points at the back. So I will remark the waistline here, then the hip line I will mark out the point here. Then I will come to the back. I will also mark out this point here. Then I'll go ahead and remove the pins and remove the front pattern paper. Then I'll go ahead and reconnect it So I'll reconnect from the chest line to the waistline and from the hip line to the waistline like this. I hope you guys understand. So we'll just go ahead and mark a straight line like this. Now, if you want the back part of your own to be straight like the inspiration we are making, you can just go ahead and mark a straight line across like this. But for me, I don't want it to be like that. So I'm going to be placing my tape on this line I just marked. I will come down by 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead and reconnect it with my French curve like this. I wanted the back part of my own dress to have like a shape. I hope you guys understand. Now I'm going to be resnatching the waistline of this dress. So I'm going to be placing my tape on the waistline. I will mark 1.5 inches inward like this. The back part of this dress is not going to have a zip. Please take note of that. Then on the chest line, I will mark in 0.75 inches. Then on the hip line, I will mark 0.75 inches inward. Then after marking it, I'll go ahead and connect all the points together like this. There is not going to be zip at the back part of this dress. Please take note. So I'll go ahead and remark the chest line like this. I hope you guys can see what I just marked. If you don't understand, rewatch it again, you understand. Now to create the back yoke design, I'm going to be placing my tape on the chest line. I will mark in 3.5 inches like this. Then after marking it, I will place my tape on the neckline. I will mark half inches downward, which is 0.5 inches. I will mark it downward. Then I'll go ahead and use my French curve to connect the points together like this. So after connecting it, I will just go ahead and label it back yoke. So once I'm done labeling it, I'll go ahead and cut it out just like as you can see me doing. Please pay attention to what I'm about to explain to you. This is the yoke of the front part, as you can see. So I'm going to be placing my tape on the shoulder line like this. I will mark 1 inch inward. After marking it, I will go ahead and connect a slant line from the cuff part of the armhole to that 1 inch I just marked. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. After I am done cutting it out, I will bring the back yoke as well. Now this is the neckline here, right? So I will place the front part on the neckline like this. I'll make sure they are equal on the neckline. Then I'll place the other one on it like this. Then I'll go ahead and mark the front part on the back part. That is where the shoulder is going to stop. Then I'll also go ahead and mark a slant line from the armhole curve, the cuff part, to that point there. If you don't understand what I just said, rewatch it again, you will understand. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. Now this is the back part of the dress we are trying to recreate, right? If you check the back, you are going to see that it has lacing and her back is not revealing, I mean the zipper area part. So you're going to see that it has inner flap. I call it flap. Now to achieve that, what I'm going to be doing is to place the back pattern on this brown pattern paper like this. I'll go ahead and recut it out on this brown pattern paper. So if possible, when you are drafting, you can go ahead and fold your pattern paper into two and draft the back part and cut it out at once. Okay, so I will just go ahead and recut it like this, very easy. Then once I'm done, I will just go ahead and mark the part that is going towards the zipper area. Then I will turn the brown pattern paper like this and also mark it like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Then I'll go ahead and label it. This one is the left one and this one is the right one. Okay, now this brown pattern paper, which is the left one, is the one that is going to be at the left part of the back. Okay, while the white one is going to be at the right side of the back. Now you're going to determine which of this part you want to sew the flap on. So after I was done placing it on my back or my mannequin as well, I realized that the brown pattern paper, which is the left one, is the one I'm supposed to sew the flap on. So I will place my tape at the top here like this. I will mark in 2.5 inches. Then I'll come to the down. I will mark 2.5 inches. Then I'll connect the points together like this. After connecting the points together, I will go ahead and indicate the upper part of this pattern. So I will label this part as number 1 and this other part as number 2. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to use all my patterns to cut out on my fabric. So I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two. Then this part that is closed is going to be facing this side that is straight on my pattern like this. I'll just go ahead and pin my pattern to it. Then I'll pin this other side to it. Remember I said I'm going to be cutting it as one and not as two. So I'll go ahead and add half inch at the top for journey allowance and also at the down. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together. Then I'll cut it out like this. So after cutting it, I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two again like this. After folding it, I will just iron it for a smoother look. Then I'll place the back pattern on it, which is the white one. I will add half inch around the zip area, half inch around the down, and also at the top. I'll connect all the points together, then cut it out. I hope you guys understand what I'm explaining. So after cutting it, the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to cut out the lining, and the flap is going to be on the lining. Please pay attention to this part. This is the material I'm going to be using as the lining. This material is called doll face. Please pay attention to what I'm about to explain. The right side of the doll face is facing towards the up. That is the part you can see. Then I'll go ahead and place the right pattern on it like this on the doll face. Please take note, the right side of the doll face is facing towards the up, and the right pattern, which is the one I labeled, you can see the right up is also facing towards the up as well. Then I'll go ahead and pin it down, then cut it out like this. After I am done cutting it, I will also go ahead and place it on the door face like this. You can see the zipper area, which is the waist part, is facing towards this side. Then I'm going to be bringing the left part of the back pattern. I'll just make sure the arrow on the waist side are both facing each other like this. Okay, then I'll go ahead and place it on it like this. Then I'll cut out this part where I mark. Then I'll go ahead and separate the paper a little so that I can add journey allowance. So I'll go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it down, on the small one, I will add half inch on the side, at the top, at the side as well, and also at the down for journey allowance. So as I was marking it, NEPA took the light and my phone stopped recording. So I also went ahead to add half inch on the wide one like this, at the top, the down, at the side. So I'll just go ahead and cut out everything. I hope you guys see what I'm doing. So after cutting it, the next thing I'm going to be working on is the yoke part of the front. I'm going to be using the splash and spread method, but before I do that, I'll first of all go ahead and cut out the lining. After folding the lining into two, I will make sure the straight part is on the closed part of the door face. Then I'll place this other one close to it and pin it down. Then I'll go ahead and add half inch around the shoulder, the armhole, the neckline, the down part, okay, for journey allowance. You can just go ahead and use a French cuff to connect the dart we cut out on the main pattern into two like this. Then after adding it, go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting it, I'll go ahead and remove the pins and the pattern. So I'm going to be using the splash and spread method. To do that, I'll go ahead and divide this first pattern into two like this. I'll just mark it. Then I'll go ahead and connect from that point to the down part. Then I'll divide it into two. So I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. After cutting it, I'll go ahead and label it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The material I'm going to be using to cut the main yoke is called crepe. So I'm not going to be using Duchess again. So the wideness I have here is about 18 inches. While for the length, I will just go ahead and fold it into two. After folding it, what I have here is about 25 inches. So I will go ahead and turn the fabric like this so that you guys can see it. So after folding it into two, I'll go ahead and iron it. Please take note, this is folded into two. So once I'm done ironing it, I will go ahead and measure half inch around it down like this. After I was done measuring it, I went ahead to join it together. But I'm going to advise you mark 1 inch instead of half inch like this. Okay, just mark 1 inch. Then I'm going to be arranging the pattern paper on it like this. I will look for the longest one. So the longest one amongst these five is number 3. So I'm going to be picking number 3. I will just go ahead and pin it on the line where I mark as a guide. That is not where it's going to be. I'm just using it as a guide. Then I'll go ahead and pin this number 1. This straight part is going to be on this closed part of the fabric. Then I'll go ahead and pin it. And if you take note, you're going to see that I'm not pinning number 1 on the line where I mark. No, I shifted it up. I will place my tape on it like this. I will mark 1.5 inches. Then I'll place number 2 on it. I will place it in a way that I can connect the two together, okay, in a curve manner like this. Can you see how I am curving it just to be sure that I'm placing it right? So once I'm done placing it, I'll go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it, I also measure the space interval at the top. So for the top or the shoulder, I'm going to be marking half inch. Then I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 inches at the down again. I will pin number 3, I will just connect the point together. While on the shoulder, I will mark 1.5, I will mark half inch, that is 0.5 inches. Then for number 4, I will mark 0.5 inches on the shoulder. I will not mark anything at the down because of that we took the other round cuff part. You cannot determine the wideness of that part. Then I'll go ahead and place number 5 on it. So for number 5, I will mark 1.5 space interval, then half inch around the shoulder area. Then after pinning it, I'll go ahead and add half inch for journey allowance around the down, the armhole, the shoulder, and the v-neck. So after adding it, I'll connect all the points together like this. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. I hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, ask your question. So this is the front yoke and the down part of the front, as you can see, and this other one is the back yoke and the down part of the back. I'm going to be ending the video here. On my next video, I'll be showing you guys how to sew it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.